roof over their heads, you feed them 3 squares a day, and this is the thanks.
Richie wasn't the only boy who ran away from you last night.
What your son heard, Hawkins. I wasn't talking about him.
No, you were talking about his kind, that's all.
Hey, hello, how do you do? Shady Durags here. Ever since I reviewed Troc from Teen Titans, you intellectuals have been requesting non-stop that I also review Sons of the Father from Static Shock, another superhero episode that deals with prejudice. And so, I've come to you all to respond to your requests by saying, okay. I mean, it was kind of an inevitability that I review this show eventually. When you're talking about superhero shows from a millennial childhood, it's only a matter of time before you hit Static Shock. Also, there's the little detail of
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
You all know the drill. This is a new show, so I gotta explain context. Static Shock is a show from the early 2000s based off the DC comic just known as Static. Avoid the rookie mistake that I made for a long time. Static is not, nor is he any way related to Black Lightning. What? It's not my fault. All Black Electric themed superheroes from DC look alike to me. One night in Dakota City, a gang war breaks out in the middle of private property holding toxic chemicals. During the scuffle, an explosion causes the chemicals to get loose, mutating everyone nearby and giving them superpowers. This event became known as the Big Bang, which is just a brilliant name for a superhero causing event.
All started with a big bang.
What's also brilliant was having this take place during a gang war. Most of these people with new superpowers are either confused kids or thugs, which means they're more likely to become villains than they are heroes. Anyone affected by the chemicals became known as a metahuman, or their street name, Bang Baby. Among these people was Virgil Hawkins, an African-American 14-year-old who was practically forced to be there. Now, usually I'm the kind of person that says, why did you mention ethnicity? Was that somehow relevant? But in this case, it actually is. Part of the point of Static Shock was to show aspects of Black culture, so I'd be remiss not to mention his skin color, even though I'm pretty sure most of my viewers have functioning eyes. Wow, that joke was very mean to blind people. Meh, I doubt they'll see it that way. Virgil didn't actually want to be a part of a gang. He was just going through a hectic time in his life and was actually trying to get away from the situation. So when he realized he was a Bang Baby with electromagnetic powers, instead of turning to crime, he donned a new uniform, became the superhero Static, and dedicated himself to stopping other Bang Babies as well as just helping people in general. And yes, his name is just Static, not Static Shock. This show came out before I hit my teen years, and I kid you not, I did not know this until I was in my 30s. Though Virgil lives with his dad Robert and his sister Sharon, the only one who knows that he has these powers is his best friend Richie Foley, who often helps Virgil in various ways, including supplying him with new tech. Alright, like usual, there's way more lore to this show, but that's all you need to know for now. The episode starts at the mall where a supervillain attack takes place.
Live from the Dakota Hills Mall, it's the Metabreed Show.
Oh man, this takes me back. The Metabreed were some of Static's main rogues. There's Talon, an anthropomorphic bird with a hypersonic scream, Shiv, a guy capable of making energized weapons, and Ebon, the Umbra kinetic leader of the gang. Why yes, I did have to look that word up, and I'm not going to tell you what it means so that you have to look it up.
Your valuables, now. That's right, folks. It's for a good cause.
Now you'd think these criminals with godlike abilities would do more than just steal stuff, but remember, before they got their powers, these guys were just thugs and gangsters. Their mindset is still on using violence to make a quick buck. One does not simply become the rule the world type overnight. Not long after the robbing starts, Static enters the picture and we get our first fight of the episode.
Got you where I want you, hero. No way! I call that my Nova Ball, Ebon.
One interesting thing about Ebon was that he wasn't much of a physical threat to Static. In fact, Static has an edge over Ebon since Ebon's weakness is bright light. He was supposed to be the big bad of the show, but that was because he represented the opposite of what Static stood for. While Virgil believes in using his abilities for good and tries to help,
Yo, I took my hand off the keyboard, bro. I almost, if I fucked it up right there, I actually would have cried my eyes out. 300 attempts? That's not that bad.